So variables that affect gas pressure. The main three variables that is given: volume of the container, temperature of the gases, and number of the molecules. Of gas in container. I would also write pressure of the gas. So volume, the symbol is V, temperature is T, number of the molecules of gas, that number of the moles is N, and pressure is P. Now, scientists came and they started experimenting and they defined gas laws. So, what first we are going to define Boyle's law. Boyle's law. The scientist named Robert Boyle. He defined a relationship between volume and let me see what he defined, volume and pressure. What he did, okay, I'm going to explain here. The volume and pressure relationship he defined. Now what he did, the temperature he remains constant, and this one remains constant, and he manipulates these two variables, pressure and volume. Okay, so he took cylinder and piston kind of assembly. Okay, the pressure, this is a piston, okay. Now in here the gas is he kept, it's about 4 liter, and pressure he applied is 2 atmosphere, okay, for 2 psi, okay, and the temperature he said is 25 degrees Celsius for both of these conditions. So temperature he said it's constant for both conditions. Now what happened? He increased pressure from 2 atmosphere to 4 atmosphere. And when what he observed, when pressure increase, the volume becomes smaller, decrease. Alright, so pressure increase, volume decrease, that relationship. Alright, and if pressure decrease, volume increase, that is called indirect relationship. So he defined V is proportional to 1 over P. That's a proportional sign. V is proportional to 1 over P. So that's he defined. He said temperature is constant and he manipulate pressure and volume, and he defined those relationships. So, and mathematically he write PV equals K. K stands for constant. Okay. But now then for two conditions, we can write P1 V1 equals P2 V2 at constant temperature. That's the Boyle's law. This is called Boyle's law. So PV equals K. Now when he graphed this relationship, he graphed inversely proportional relationship, pressure and volume. If it is indirect relationship, it's like that, because you can see at high pressure volume is small, right? And at low pressure volume is higher, right? So that's indirect relationship. So that's Boyle's law. I'm going to define it again. States that the volume of gas is inversely proportional to the pressure at constant temperature, and PV equals K, and for two conditions P1 V1 equals P2 V2, and you can define graphically like that. So that's Boyle's law. Now we are going to solve the problem using apply the Boyle's law and solve the problem. Okay? Questions so far?